A transgendered male residing in Canada who claims to be HIV positive and inserts progesterone rectally has been allegedly breastfeeding his child with the support of an established medical clinic. Former men's rights activist Murray Pearson, 52, who uses the name Margaret Maggie Fancy Pants on social media, has been criticized after he shared an image of himself at a lactation clinic holding a young infant. If this is true, if this is legitimate, and we got to the point, now I'm a libertarian, man. Do what you want to do in life. Just keep it away from children. It's as simple as that. I don't care if a grown 52-year-old man calls himself Maggie and winds up dressing in clothes that are women's. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. But a child, this is our problem now. This is us. We did this by being too tolerant and letting the liberal left run all over. What it did was it took the people who are legitimately serious about their issues with transgenderism. I have transgender friends, and my views have changed over the years where I'm like, it's a mental health issue, to when I listen to the people who are legitimately about it, who stated, this is the gender I'm born with. I am this gender, but I identify and choose to live my life as this gender. I am not this gender, but it's how I live. That's a very, very full understanding argument for me. It's these fucking psychopaths out there. 52-year-old male who is breastfeeding. Let me clear this up in case there's any shred of doubt, or if you do kind of slide on the side of being a liberal empath for this. There is nothing nurturing, nothing loving, nothing feminine energy that's mothering about this. This is pure, grown male sexual pleasuring gratification. This man is raping an infant. Fucking raping. And if the language isn't strong enough for you, you better clear your ears out and understand this is rape, and we allowed this to happen. Now, the problem is you cannot sit there and discuss what needs to be happening, right? Because the federal government will put you on their list. But grown men who are sworn by the virtue of their masculinity to protect the people that are in their area should have been confronting. I don't care. They should have been disobeying law enforcement. If they knew this child is in danger, they should be kicking that door in, removing that child from the house, and every man, every able-bodied man should stand toe-to-toe in front of law enforcement in complete defiance because your cops fucking failed you. Every officer who's in Canada and then in this area who let this go by and listened to your command staff or your judge, magistrate, whatever it is, and said, well, there's nothing we could do, you are the problem. You raped this child. You abandoned this child. You let this child go through the torture process of being some grown man's sexual fucking pleasure. And it's on your conscience. It's your fault. It's at your feet. This is it. If this is serious, if this is legitimate, there's nothing short of this being pure evil that those in the area allowed to happen. And it's going to get worse because all we seem to do, especially in America, is share memes, share the articles, share outrage, and say, oh, look how horrible this is. And we don't do a fucking thing about it. The sad thing is if you even remotely show any opposition about this, you're labeled hateful, you're labeled targeting, and you're labeled somebody who's going to incite violence towards them. Understand, I will be as clear as possible for this. If this is a grown man, a grown, able-bodied male who has the ability to perform any sexual acts whatsoever with any part of his body, and he has a child, and that child is an easily victimized, small, helpless subject, and the local government is doing nothing about it, law enforcement is doing nothing about it, then yes, I'm 100% calling for action. Action. And if that action, so be it, turns into violence, then that's what needs to happen so that more people understand the consequences of abusing children in our world. It's sick, it's sad, and it needs to end. And sadly, we're the only ones who can do anything about it.